So something that was coming through me as building up towards the call was about the nature of experience. As we all know, it's not news, but we all know that experience is something that comes and goes. That's what experience is. The nature of it is that it comes and goes. There's no experience that you can keep or hold. And any kind of trying to keep any experience is the immediate loss of what you're trying to keep. And any trying to push any experience away or keep any experience away is the resistance that keeps it in place. The nature of experience is that it comes and it goes. If you allow, you are the allowing that whatever comes will have to go. When you know that so deeply and you are the allowing of the very nature of experience, you fall into the ground of being where all experience is passing through. And even it can happen like with satsangs, with the sharings of the true meeting. In these meetings we can experience a blissfulness, a moment, a gap of freedom, free space of and then the moment that we try to make this into something to keep, it becomes just an experience. But if we really, really get what this is pointing to, which is here all the time, that's what's being pointed to in this meeting and in all meetings of this nature. It's being pointed to what is all the time. And if the recognition happens in this meeting, there's a recognition of what is all the time. Then this meeting has been a service to itself. And there is no grasping. And it's not any longer experienced as just an experience. That once the meeting is over, all our mind fuck starts and all our world of me and my life and my everything and my takes over and takes the foreground. And then these little meetings we have, 2 hours, become the thing we reach for. So what I want to point to is that the sharing of this meeting is pointing to what is all the time. And when we take whatever is recognized in these moments of, because when we come together with this focus, there's an energy field and a kiss from the beloved is really because there's recognition of itself. Like I was saying in the dropping, is that the nature of every living being is awareness. But every living being is not awakened awareness. And that makes every bit of the difference. We can say that we are all one, which is true. Yet if awareness is not awakened to itself, there's no lived realization of that. It's a totally different lived reality. So what we are pointing to in these meetings, we are ending all beliefs. What I'm sharing with you is not a belief. I don't ask you to believe me. I'm not giving you a spiel which I want you to believe. What I do offer is the space to truly investigate that. To investigate that for its own revelation of itself to itself in a way that it cannot be believed or disbelieved. It just is bang, is revealed. No way to deny. So many of you on this call, you don't need even the investigation because you already are having awareness awakened to itself. And yet that awareness which is awakened to itself may be in one level of you, where other levels of you are still roaming around with ways that belong to the belief in a separate entity. So then your life goes on in a way where still in some levels something is missing. And there is no end to revelation. As more and more beings come together on this planet, in this human condition we're in, as more and more beings come together and stand in this revelation individually as one, which is paradoxical in itself. We stand as individuals, awakening individuals. We stand as a force of light, realizing itself individually as one. This creates a frequency which gives power to the truth, which is so deeply called for in our human race. We're being up-leveled, we're being made new, and there's so much destruction on what has to fall away. So if you are at a point where there's nothing left for you in this life except for to give your whole life to the burning fire of truth, if you're at that point, then there is no better use of your time than to give that living realization to every aspect of your life. I invite you to use this space, to use this meeting. And I always say that, whoever starts to move the energy field and to move. It moves all. We are not like one person here who is coming with their little thing. It's not possible. We're all an aspect of the one moving the dysfunction to come to more liberation. I don't see it that where we are in our humanity, I don't see it that any of us can be totally free until we're all free. On all levels of being. Your deeper levels are so delicious, and they're calling you to live. Rested in that, no matter what moves on the surface. So I offer you this space to interact and explore whatever. If you feel there is something moving you'd like to interact with this one, you are welcome.